Have you ever had to tell anyone that you don't have a clue what you're doing? While stationed in Atlanta, Georgia with the Marine Corps Aviation Unit, I had the opportunity to fly to Jacksonville, Florida to fix a Cobra helicopter. The pilots were on their way to Antigua to eradicate drugs from the island, and they needed the starter fixed ASAP. Time was essential, critical enough that we were going to jump in a Huey helicopter and fly down. Only problem, they were all flying already or down for maintenance. We had one option left: take another Cobra attack helicopter, and yes, I was the guy who got to fly front seat. After passing through downtown Atlanta, the pilot asked if I'd piloted before. Of course, I said. I mean, it didn't look that hard. Anybody could do it, right? Mark chapter 12, the Sadducees, you know, the guys that thought they knew it all, but for some reason didn't believe in the resurrection. Well, they came and asked Jesus about the teaching of Moses. Like me in the helicopter, they thought they knew it all. They said, if a man dies and leaves a wife but no children, then his brother is obligated to marry the widow and have children. This happened with 7 brothers and yet no child. The woman then dies. When they are raised at the resurrection, whose wife is she? As I was flying the Cobra from the front seat, I was laser focused on the controls and the indicators. Heading was perfect, altitude was perfect, speed was right on the money. I remember getting a call across the headset from the pilot, who by the way was in the back seat reading the paper, and he asked what was in front of me. I looked up and said, "Nothing, sir." He said, "Get your head out of the controls and fly." The next 20 minutes I spent flying, I was going up and down, faster and slower. See, the pilot found out I really didn't know how to fly. Jesus addresses the Pharisees' question. He says, you're way off base here. 1, you don't know your Bible. And 2, you don't know how God works. After the dead are raised, we are beyond the marriage thing. When it comes to the dead, God said to Moses at the bush, I am, not was, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. God is the God of the living, not the dead. Do you or I know what we're talking about today? If not, and we care enough about it, why don't we get educated? You know, like become a pilot instead of a passenger.